So, I want to talk about the importance of stopping and resting and taking a break. I feel like a lot of us, no matter what part of the journey that you're on, wherever you're trying to go, a lot of times we find ourselves very adamant to get there. We find ourselves in a hurry to get to where we need to be to accomplish whatever it is we need to accomplish, whether it's financial or spiritual or emotional or, physical or whatever. We find ourselves in such a hurry to get to the finish line that we really don't stop. Like we really don't take the time to just stop and take a minute and take everything in. There's an importance to stopping and resting. And a lot of people don't understand the significance to this and the importance of just taking a quick break. When you stop what you're doing, when you take a moment, folks always say, take a moment, take a breath, take a break, breathe. That's one thing that happens when you take a moment to stop and to just take a break and be still for a minute. Not only do you get to take a breath, not only do you get to catch yourself a little bit, but you also have an opportunity to reflect on your current situation, to reflect on where you are on your journey. Where are you right now? Take a minute and just look at the present. Take a minute and just look at everything around you, everything that has happened so far, where you are right now. Because when you do this, you have the opportunity to ask yourself, is this still where I want to be? Like I said, things change. Your emotions will change. I always talk about emotions being like seasons. Emotions can change. But another thing that can change, another thing is your mindset. Your mindset can change. You can change your mind mid journey and decide, you know what? I want to take another path. Maybe I want to take another path. Maybe this isn't where I want to be. And that's where the importance comes in when it comes to stopping and reflecting. Because when you're stopping and resting, you're not just resting, you're reflecting on everything from the past to the present right now. This is the opportunity that you have. You're not thinking about the future. The future, that's being put on pause for this brief moment. Because this brief moment will determine whether or not you still want the future that you are chasing as we speak. So taking a moment and just taking it all in, like that cliche phrase, just take it all in for a minute and figure out if it's still what you want. So many people out there, so many great minds out there have changed their mindset just like that. The moment they stopped and rested, because they stopped and said, hold on, do I really want this? A lot of the times, the things that we chase and we chase and we chase turn out to be the things that we don't need and we never really wanted to begin with, such as life. That is how life works. That is how journeys work. That's the thing about a journey. It's your own journey. You are responsible for it. You are responsible for your own journey. You are responsible for your own destiny. And if you're responsible for that, you have to realize that it can change quicker than a Thanos snap. It can change instantly. You spent so much time going left. Now all of a sudden you stopped and took a minute and said, you know what, maybe I want to go right. Your mind can change. Now, does that mean you have to be afraid of changing your mind? Well, what if I change my mind and I get to somewhere I don't want to be? Yeah. But what if you stay on the path that you're on now and you also end up somewhere that you really didn't want to be? You get something that you fought so hard for, come to find out you never really wanted it because you never needed it. Folks, this is what it's about. That fear of uncertainty that you have to erase. You have to erase that fear of uncertainty, because if you have a constant fear of uncertainty, you will constantly question every decision that you make. You will constantly question every part of your journey. Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? And you're going to find yourself stopping way more than you should. And you're going to find yourself running in a circle. It's an endless loop of just mind changing. Maybe you feel like you're making poor decisions. You're going to constantly feel like you're making shitty decisions. You're going to doubt yourself. This is where you're going to start doubting yourself. When you stop too much, when you overthink, when you overcloud your mind with so much shit that you can barely move, you can barely breathe. Take the time to breathe. Rest a minute. Sit still for a moment and ask yourself, am I still doing the right thing? Am I still making the right decision? But don't make these moments habitual, because this is where you're going to start doubting yourself. This is where you're going to start hurting your mind. You're going to start hurting your mental health doing this. And more than likely, if you keep doing that, you'll never end up where you feel you need to be, where you feel you deserve to be. It's a balance. It's all about balance. Life is all about balance. So many of us struggle to find like that true balance. The balance of decision making, the balance of health, the balance of physical health, the balance of mental health, the balance of whether or not I'm going on the right journey. Life is all about balance. You're going to struggle to find that balance. But as long as you're not afraid to struggle, you'll be fine. As long as you're not afraid to rest, as long as you're not afraid to stop for a moment, you'll be okay. Your mind might change, so be it. Go take that other path. Change your mind. It's okay. Just don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of being afraid. Yes, the unknown is a scary thing. It is. But if you keep doubting every decision that you make, the unknown is just going to be more terrifying, and you're going to end up in a place way worse than what you thought you were going to end up in. So take some time, take a minute, and breathe. Another another important thing about stopping and resting is you're cleansing your mind of overstimulation. A lot of times we find ourselves being overstimulated by our ambitions. We're overstimulated by our drive, and it becomes our obsession. Not knowing how to stop it's the first sign of obsession. You go from being determined to do something to being obsessed with it. And when you become obsessed with something, that's never a good thing, because 9 times out of 10, you're going to get that thing that you get and you're not going to want it. You're going to figure out that you don't need it. You're going to be unfulfilled. Obsession always leads to lack of fulfillment. It does not lead to fulfillment whatsoever. And if you are looking for fulfillment in your life, like 99.9% of us are, a lot of us don't realize that we are really fighting to get to the same end. We all want fulfillment, not necessarily happiness, but fulfillment. It's what comfortable contentment is. It's a sense of fulfillment. It's a sense of satisfaction. And so many people don't know that that's what they're fighting for. A lot of people don't even know what it is, what comfortable contentment is. Like, that's the end of your journey. That literally is it. That's the moment that you get to sit and say, you know what? I made it and I feel good and I don't regret it. I'm fulfilled. I'm okay with not being okay. I'm okay with being okay. I'm just okay. I'm fine. But you'll never get that if you don't know how to stop a minute. I said it before in another video. Take some time and really appreciate the journey. Celebrate the journey. Stopping and resting, it gives you a chance to celebrate. Celebrate how far you've come. And when the party's over, keep going, but enjoy the party for a little bit. Enjoy the celebration for a little bit. Take that in. Take in how far you've come. Pat yourself on the back and say, hey, I'm proud of me. I'm proud of who I am. I'm going to sit here for a minute and I'm going to take in all this. I'm going to take a breath. I'm going to make sure that this is where I still want to be. And once I've made that decision, I can keep going forward again. Folks, if you've reached the end of this video, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Also, if you're new to my channel, don't be a stranger. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And in case nobody else tells you, I'll tell you. I love you, and I'm proud of you. Keep it up.